हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि मैंने अपने चैनल पर चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट एंड पेडागोजी की प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस की सीरीज़ स्टार्ट कर रखी है एंड ये उसी सीरीज़ का पार्ट 5 है। तो जिन्होंने भी रिमेनिंग पार्ट्स नहीं देखे हैं वो चैनल की प्लेलिस्ट पर जाकर देख सकते हैं। तो अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक एंड शेयर ज़रूर कीजिएगा और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा ताकि आगे आने वाले वीडियोस का नोटिफिकेशन आपको टाइमली मिल सके। तो वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं अपने फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन के साथ। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दे रखा है, विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स बेस्ट समराइजेज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन डेवलपमेंट एंड लर्निंग एज प्रपोज्ड बाय वाइगोस्की। First, development is independent of learning. Second, development process lags behind the learning process. Third, development is synonymous with learning. या fourth, learning and development are parallel processes. So, जो correct answer है वो होगा option number 2 according to Vygotsky। पहले learning फिर development होती है। Next है, what is a major criticism of Kohlberg's theory? First, Kohlberg proposed a theory without any empirical basis. Second, Kohlberg proposed that moral reasoning is developmental. Third, Kohlberg did not account for cultural differences in moral reasoning of men and women. And fourth, Kohlberg did not give clear-cut stages of moral development. So, correct answer is option number 3. Next. In a learner-centered classroom, the teacher would first encourage children to compete with each other for marks to facilitate learning. Second, demonstrate that she expects her students to do and then gives them guidelines to do the same. Third, employ such methods in which the learners are encouraged to take initiative for their own learning. या fourth, use lecture method to explain key facts and then assesses the learners for their attentiveness. So correct answer जो होगा इसका आंसर ऑप्शन 3 है। Next, according to Gartner's theory of multiple intelligence, the factor that would contribute most for being a self-aware individual would be first musical, second spiritual, third linguistic या fourth intrapersonal. So correct answer is option 4. Next, a major difference between the perspectives of Vygotsky and Piaget pertains to first, their critique of behavioristic principles. Second, the role of providing a nurturing environment to children. Third, their views about language and thought. Fourth, their conception of children as active constructors of knowledge. So, इसका जो correct answer है वो है option 3. Next, a lot of debate surrounds whether girls and boys have specific set of abilities due to their genetic materials. Which one of the following are you most likely to agree with in this context? First, girls are socialized to be caring while boys are discouraged to show emotions such as crying. Second, after puberty, boys and girls cannot play with each other since their interests are complete opposites. Third, all girls have inherent talent for arts while boys are genetically programmed to be better at aggressive sports. या fourth, boys cannot be caring since they are born that way. So, इसका जो correct answer होगा वो होगा option number फर्स्ट, जिसमें gender stereotyping की गई है. Next, a teacher wants to ensure that her students are motivated intrinsically. She would first specify uniform standards of achievement for all children. Second, focus on the process of learning of individual children rather than on the final outcome. Third, offer tangible rewards. या fourth, plan learning activities which encourage convergent thinking. So, correct answer होगा option number 2. Next, failure of children to perform well in class tests leads us to believe that first, assessment is objective and can be used to clearly identify failures. Second, there is a need to reflect upon the syllabus, pedagogy and assessment processes. Third, some children are deemed to fail irrespective of how hard the system tries. या fourth, children are born with certain capabilities and deficits. So correct answer जो है वो है option number 2. Next, there are few children in your class who make errors. Which of these is most likely to be your analysis of the situation? First, the children have poor intelligence. Second, the children are not interested in studies and want to create indiscipline. Third, the children should not have been promoted to your class. Or fourth, the children have not yet gained conceptual clarity and there is a need for you to reflect on your pedagogy. So correct answer is option 4. Next, a student highlights the main points in a chapter, draws a visual representation and poses questions that arise in her mind at the end of the chapter. She is first trying to regulate her own thinking by organization of ideas. Second, trying to use the strategy of maintenance rehearsal. Third, ensuring observational learning. Or fourth, trying to use method of Loki. So correct answer will be option 1. Next, how can a teacher help children become effective problem solvers? First, by giving children a variety of problems to solve and support while solving them. Second, by encouraging children to look for answers to the problems in the textbook. Third, by providing correct solutions to all the problems they pose to students. Yeah, fourth, by providing tangible rewards for solving problems. So correct answer is option first. Next, of the following statements, which one do you agree with? First, learning is completely governed by external stimuli. Second, learning cannot take place unless it is assessed externally in terms of marks. Third, learning has taken place only if it is evident in behavior. Or fourth, learning takes place in a socio-cultural context. So correct answer is option 4. Next, which of one of these is a principle of child development? First, development occurs due to interaction between maturation and experience. Second, experience is the sole determinant of development. Third, development is determined by reinforcement and punishment. Or fourth, development can accurately predict the pace of each individual child. So correct answer is option 1. Next, in the context of nature-nurture debate, which one of the following statements seems appropriate to you? First, a child is like a blank slate whose character can be molded by the environment into any shape. Second, environmental influences only have a little value in shaping up a child's behavior, which is primarily genetically determined. Yeah, third, heredity and environment are inseparably interwoven and both influence development. Yeah, fourth, children are genetically predisposed to what they would be like irrespective of whatever environment they grow up in. So correct answer is option 3. Next, socialization is a process of first acquiring values, beliefs and expectations. Second, assimilation and accommodation. Third, learning to critique the culture of a society. Or fourth, socializing with friends. So correct answer is option first. Next is Piaget proposes that pre-operational children are unable to conserve. He attributes this inability to which one of the following factors? First, inability of hypothetico-deductive reasoning. Second, personal fable. Third, irreversibility of thought. Or fourth, lack of high-level abstract reasoning. So correct answer is option 3. Next, according to Piaget's theory, children learn by first memorizing information by paying due attention. Second, scaffolding provided by more able members of the society. Third, process of adaptation. Or fourth, changing their behavior when offered appropriate rewards. So correct answer is option 3. Next, according to Vygotsky, zone of proximal development is first, zone demarking the support offered by the teacher. Second, the gap between what the child can do independently and with assistance. Third, the amount and nature of support provided to the child to achieve her potential. Or fourth, what the child can do on her own, which cannot be assessed. So correct answer is option 2. A teacher in a multicultural classroom would ensure that the assessment considers the following. First, reliability and validity of her assessment tool. Second, expectations of the school administration by complying with the minimum levels of learning. Third, standardization of the assessment tool. या fourth, socio-cultural context of our students. So जो correct answer है option 4. Next, an upper primary school constructivist classroom would foresee the following role of students in their own assessment. First, make detailed guidelines for how marks would be correlated to students' achievement and prestige in class. Second, students will be the sole determinants of their own assessment. Third, students will plan for assessment with the teacher. या fourth, denying that assessment has a role in teaching learning. So correct answer will be option 3. Next, the rationale behind inclusive education is that first, society is heterogeneous and schools need to be inclusive to cater to heterogeneous society. Second, we need to take pity on special children and provide them access to facilities. Third, it is not cost effective to provide for separate schools for special children. या fourth, the benchmarks for performance of each child should be uniform and standardized. So correct answer is option 1. Which one of the following would be the most effective way to identify a creative child by the teacher? First, observing how the child interacts with peers in team tasks. Second, administering standardized intelligence test. Third, giving objective type test. या fourth, detailed observation of the child especially when she solves problems. So correct answer will be option 1. Next, a teacher can effectively respond to the needs of children from disadvantaged sections of society by first, telling the other children to cooperate with the disadvantaged children and help them learn the ways of the school. Second, reflecting on the school system and herself about various ways in which biases and stereotypes surface. Third, ensuring that the children do not get a chance to interact with each other to minimize the chances of their being bullied. Yeah, fourth, sensitizing the disadvantaged children to the norms and structures of schools so that they can comply with those. So, correct answer is option 2. Next, research has pointed out that several levels of discrimination exist in the schools. Which of these is not an example of discrimination at upper primary level? First, many teachers use only lecture method to teach. Second, Dalit children are made to sit separately during midday meals. Third, girls are not encouraged to take up maths and science. Fourth, teachers have low expectations of children from lower socio-economic strata. So correct answer is option 1. Next, which of these is a characteristic of a child with learning disability? First, an IQ below 50. Second, bullying other children and engaging in aggressive acts. Third, doing the same motor action repeatedly. Fourth, difficulty in reading fluently and reversing words. So जो करेक्ट आंसर होगा उसका ऑप्शन 2. Which one of the following statement best describes why children should be encouraged to ask questions in the class? First, question increase the curiosity of the children. Second, questions take learning forward by interactions and lead to conceptual clarity. Third, children need to practice their language skills. Fourth, children can be made to realize that they lack intelligence by making them think of all the things they do not know about. So, correct answer जो है वो है option 2. Next, which of the following assessment practices will bring out the best in students? First, when students are required to reproduce facts as tested via multiple choice questions. Second, when conceptual change and students' alternative solutions are assessed through several different methods of assessment. Third, when the marks obtained and the position secured by the student in the class are the ultimate determinants of success. Yeah, fourth, when the emphasis is laid upon positive correlation between test scores and student ability. सो जो करेक्ट आंसर है वो है ऑप्शन 2. Next, the amount and type of scaffolding to a child would change depending on the first, mood of the teacher, second, rewards offered for the task, third, level of the child's performance, या fourth, child's innate abilities. So, जो करेक्ट आंसर है वो है ऑप्शन नंबर Next, as an upper primary school mathematics teacher, you believe that first, students' error provide insights into their thinking. Second, not all children have the ability to study mathematics in upper primary school. Third, boys will learn mathematics without much effort since they are born with it, and you need to pay more attention to girls. Fourth, students need to possess procedural knowledge even if they do not understand conceptual basis. So, correct answer is option 1. Next, which one of these statements do you agree with? First, a child fails because the government is not giving enough technological resources in schools. Second, a child's failure can be attributed directly to the genetic material he or she has acquired from his or her parents. Next, a child's failure is a reflection on the system and its inability to respond to the child. Fourth, a child's failure is primarily due to lack of parents' education and economic status. So, जो करेक्ट आंसर है वो है ऑप्शन नंबर 3. सो गाइज, ये थे आज के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. आई होप आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दीजिए ताकि आगे आने वाले वीडियोस का नोटिफिकेशन आपको टाइमली मिल सके. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.